Hey guys, Ryan Bidoff here, blogging from paradise. You know, I do the dream living bit quite often. You know, all my ebook covers personally snapped by myself. Beautiful spots all over the world. Fiji, Koh Lanta, Thailand. And yeah, that's me with the V-taper and bald head. Shaved my head bald. Still got a nice crop up here. A little gray, but you know. Anderson Cooper. Costa Rica. This is by Manuel Antonio Beach. And Saba Saba, Fiji. So, okay. Do the dream bit. Selling the dream. But I also like to spot pain points. And I've spotted a pain point recently on Twitter. A lot of confusion with bloggers. Maybe gel eventually. But there's a great deal of confusion between the retweet word usage in a tweet and the via button. And I've seen this with a lot of blogging tips bloggers, a lot of travel bloggers. Here comes Delilah. She always loves it or hates it when I give attention to the camera over her. And this is Delilah Chancey. And she'll probably wind up in my lap. I don't have her trained. This is just how it works. Basically, dudes and dudettes, realize this. When you include the RT, just those two letters, or the retweet word in a tweet, and then in a later part of the tweet or right at the beginning or wherever, not right at the beginning because that goes directly to the person, but after that retweet, right after some section of the tweet, after the link, after the text, an @Twitter handle, it's inferred, understood, that the tweet is coming from that person. So it's not coming from you. You're retweeting someone else's tweet. This people get. But there's something where it's just like a mental block, and it's based on fear, like any mental block. It's all fear. You know, we're just open, we're whole and complete, all this good stuff. Whereas if you put the text, say title of the blog post, and then a link, and then you include via and a Twitter handle, it says the same exact thing as the retweet, and then including the handle later. You're saying this is via Ryan Bidoff. And I know with a lot of folks, the confusion is, say I do a lot of individual branding, like a lot of folks. That's kind of how we stand out. It's one of the most powerful ways to get featured on really famous blogs and to be turning down interviews left and right and to just live a really fun, freeing life. So if I include first person tweet to send to somebody else to retweet, if they don't see the retweet first and you have this mental block, you're going to say, well, no, they think it's my tweet. It's not my tweet, it's somebody else's tweet if they don't include the retweet. And I see this with a lot of bloggers, and it's, maybe there's a language barrier. I understand a lot of bloggers are, English is ESL or whatever, and that's definitely understandable, maybe a grammar thing. But in a lot of bloggers' cases, they're very fluent in English. They have a fear that their readers are not reading their entire tweet, or the actual readers don't read the entire tweet, and that has nothing to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with me. It doesn't have anything to do with us bloggers. That's on your readers. Now, if they're not reading the entire tweet, not only is it on them, but you could probably do certain things independent of the whole via retweet thing to boost engagement so they'll read the entire tweets. But it's just such a point of confusion. A lot of folks say, don't put things first person. If other people want to tweet it, they'll get confused. They'll think it's me. And here's the easiest way to think about it, guys. The via. Using that instead of the retweet, which just looks a lot less hard, a lot less coarse for a lot of our viewers and readers, and it's why I get really high engagement rates. People talk to me all the time, like, Ryan, when you tweet my stuff, people actually click on it and read it. It says it in, my metrics, my stats. And I'm like, yeah, that's because I engage a lot, which is a really big point. You want to start doing that. But it's the fact that I'm clear on the idea that I know what via means. And here's the easiest way. That's what I want to say. It's a little longer video today. Oh, Delilah, she spurned me. Via, think of it as a road. Because, viaduct or via, it's going this way. So if somebody's reading your tweet and they say, you're tweeting somebody else, and it says, my 5 worst toilet experiences in the world. Who would write a post like that? Or whatever the title was, one of my funny things. And then there's a link, and you're sending this tweet out, and then it says, via Ryan Bidoff. Literally that says, via Ryan Bidoff said, here's the road to Ryan Bidoff. It's this guy's tweet. Ryan Bidoff tweeted this. I'm just saying this because there's so much consternation and frustration over something that's totally not necessary. And if your followers are getting confused and thinking it's you. It has nothing to do with you. They're not reading the entire tweet. Retweet means via. Retweet means via. Retweet means via. Now again, do whatever resonates with you, but you find yourself, find yourself frustrated or annoyed with this switching around tweets from first person to third person. It's a language barrier thing in some cases, which is cool. I don't know what the hell I'm writing. My grammar is like a first grader. And, I allegedly learned English growing up. Grew up in an English-speaking country. And if it's not that, it's just the fear that people are either not reading your entire tweet or they're not understanding it. And again, that's really not on you. That's on them. To really, really get people to engage a little bit more, you can, or to get them to read the entire tweet and to understand it, but at least read it, you could do a little more engaging on Twitter. A lot of folks kind of treat it as a totally automated platform, which is all well and good, but when you find that folks are really getting confused, you're probably not spending enough time on there. That might be one idea there. But overall, though, if you're engaging and people are still saying, oh, I thought that was you, or they're getting confused between first and third person, that's on them. So don't let their fear, or don't let their laziness, or, in some cases there is a language block where they don't understand the whole via thing, spoil your day. We have to change things around. Just a quick thought, guys. I've tweeted 431,000 times. A lot of automation, but I do a lot of engagement. I show up a lot on these top engager lists, and it's no big deal. It's just the fact that I'm on there a lot, and I see this, and again, it's these pain points. These are things that annoy bloggers, especially a lot of travel bloggers out there. Oh man, I have to change things around. People think it's me. Via means retweet. If it doesn't say it at the beginning, it says it at the end. It's on your followers, on your readers. These folks have to read till the end, and they see it's somebody else. So don't change those things. Don't mess up people's branding. You could change it with me. I could care less. You could burn my tweets and fish fry them. I get quite a few, and even if I didn't, who cares? No big deal. I'm just having fun on the network. But other folks who are really building their name up and they're trying to get themselves out there a little bit, don't take the branding away from them. Retweet means via. Retweet means via. Retweet means via. If your followers think it's you, that has everything to do with them not reading the whole frickin' tweet and not understand what via means, and nothing to do with the blogger who you're retweeting and yourself. Quick one today, guys. It's going to bring the pain point down, I should say. That's that. Share this post with folks who want to understand Twitter a little bit better and maybe not be so annoyed by this little thing, or give them a little more clarity. So that's it for today, guys. 124 Blogging Paradise ebooks on Amazon, of course. 2 on sales. And who knows? There might be more coming out soon. Enjoy Paradise, all. Thanks so much for listening. I appreciate your support.